people do on social media, that's all. All right, so here's the story. Last weekend, there was a lineup released for the Glastonbury Music Festival, which is gonna be in London. It's a 5-day affair. And everybody's gonna be there, from the Killers to Kylie Jenner. No, she doesn't sing, but you guys follow her, so she's going to be there doing what she does. And Janet is going to be there as well. But if you'll notice on the flyer, they put Janet 5th in line. Well, Janet was very insulted. And when she posted it on her social media, she put herself 1st in line. And, you know, I think this is great. I don't think that there's anything petty or catty about it. I mean, it's her social media. She's putting it there. She wants the Janet fans to know that she'll be there too. But, you know, when you look at the history of these music festivals, then you know that they're more about the bands. You know, which I'm not a band person. I don't like bands. Like, I would go to see Janet. So therefore, I would like to look on her social media and say, oh, Janet's there. You know, let's make a trip of this. Anyway, enough with that. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in going, and a lot of people here at Wendy are going, the Glastonbury Music Festival is going to begin on June 26th. Yeah. You all, there's more details about Mama June and the arrest. When last we talked yesterday, I was telling you that her boyfriend of 3 years, Geno, and she got in a fight at the gas station in Alabama. They were filling up the pickup truck, which belongs to Mama June. And they were both arrested for allegedly possessing crack cocaine. You remember I said there were needles, crack, a glass pipe. The car was a mess. What?
Pill bottles.
Pill bottles. And by the way, Mama June didn't look so well in the eyes. I can't show you the footage, but if you've seen the footage, she did not, anyway. Well, this is the new stuff. Allegedly, people at the gas station who were just honking their horns, wanting them to get out of the way. They didn't want to be involved with their marital dispute or anything like that. Overheard June, this is what people are alleging, June being threatened to be killed by Geno. I'll kill you. I don't know, that's how he talks, but it's Alabama. Shout out to everybody in Alabama. I know everybody in Alabama doesn't talk like that, but in my mind, he does. I'll kill you, June. And so apparently this is not the first time he's threatened to kill her. According to her family, he's threatened to kill her in the past. Well, so look, when the cops showed up at the gas station, remember I was telling you, this is what a man is for. You're supposed to take the blame for everything. Even if a woman is involved, you take the blame for everything. Well, she ended up taking the blame for everything. Her crack pipe, her crack with the white rim around the sides, her pills, her needles. So June is now facing up to a year in jail because of this. She's, though, blaming the arrest on Geno. So when they take them down to the station house to read them their rights and take their fingerprints and stuff, he is given a restraining order to stay, you know, a far, far reach away from her, whatever the restraining order was. And instead, what do? They stayed in Alabama and they went to gamble together. So she's ignoring the restraining order, he's ignoring the restraining order. She took possession of the stuff. She's got herself in a real pickle. Hey, June, you have to get some help for yourself. When I think of you, I don't think of a drug addict, so hopefully that's not you. I don't know Geno to think one way or the other. You know, you have 2 sisters that seem to really love you, and you know, most importantly, you have a minor child, a 13-year-old. So you gotta think about your family, you gotta think about yourself. You know, throw Geno all the way under the bus. Leave this man alone. So, the coming attractions for the season show Geno getting arrested. There he is, he's getting arrested. I don't know why in this particular instance, but you see June standing there with him. Like to me, she's one of those types of women that she loves to be loved. She loves to have a man in her life. And this is good TV watching because this is not somebody that we know directly. Like, it's interesting to watch it unfold on WeTV because the new season has just started. And the new season was already taped. So it was taped during the loving times of Geno and the family and June. Now we're hearing this new stuff, which just unfolded over this past weekend. WeTV has yet to comment. One way, WeTV, you do have a responsibility to comment one way or the other. We'll follow the story because that's what we do. Just saying. To know me is to know I love Pam Anderson. Never met her. I know, right? Never met her, don't care if I don't ever meet her. But she just seems like a whole lot of fun in my mind, like a friend in my head. She's a friend in my head. California to the bone. So anyway, Pam's friends aren't happy because she's back with her ex. Well, friends. Jealous much? His name is Rami. His first name is Adil. Adil Rami. So Pam is 51 years old and he's 33 years old. And they were together for about a year. And then he's the one who started talking about, I want to marry you. I want to marry you. And she's holding up good, right? Yeah. Look at Pam Anderson. Looking good. Look at Adil. What a couple. Anyway, so they were together for about a year and then they broke up because he was the one insisting on marrying her. Now, he's got 3-year-old twins, so he's got the kids out of the way, so she doesn't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? So she missed him. She missed Adil in her life. She was the one saying, no, I don't want to marry you. I don't want to marry you. She's already been married 3 times in her life. She's got her 2 sons. They're all in their 20s. And I guess she just wanted to live life and have fun with a young man who's hot. Now, I guess she's had a change of mind, and they've been back together for 6 months. Oh. Well, now her friends are all up in her business. Talking about, he's keeping her away from us. We feel cut out of her life. Her family does too. Well, you know what? Tommy Lee's moved on with his life. They're no longer married. The boys are in their 20s, and when you're in your 20s, you'll always be their mom, but they're not living at home. It's about them. It's about the boys' lives. And so why shouldn't Pam go back around and get with Adil and think, you know what? Maybe I don't mind getting married. She's 51. Maybe I don't mind, or at the very least settling down, all the way down, like you'll be my life partner. No pressure again to have children. And you know what, friends? This is what you're good for. To me, and I've always been this girl, and I've shared this with you, so this should not be new. Girlfriends are good for you until you get a boyfriend. Oh, I'm that girl. I'm that girl. Sorry, I'm that girl. I feel like I don't want a guy alone. I like dating, I like spooning, I like cuddling, and there's no room for a girlfriend in that marriage or in that relationship, I don't want him coming over to see me and I got all my hens sitting on the couch. Get out, get out. Can't you see I'm in love or trying to figure it out? Besides, I think it's kind of immature, her friends are saying that he's immature and he's a party boy. Well, you know what? What's your definition of immature? He's 33. And who doesn't like to party? Don't you like to party? It doesn't... based on our adult schedules, it doesn't fit into our lives all the time. But when you like to let loose, you like to let loose. There's nothing wrong with that. Who wants to sit at home and play mahjong all night? And I think that this is happening more and more with older women because older women look better today than older women did back in the day. You know, we look better, we have younger spirits, and so Pam, good luck to you and Adil. So, there's a little update on Felicity Huffman from Desperate Housewives. But the update comes from another friend in my head, who I've never met. Her co-star from Desperate Housewives, Nicollette Sheridan. Oh, I love me some Nicollette Sheridan. Remember when she was on Knots Landing? A man stealer. Remember when she was with Michael Bolton? I still want them to get back together, only they both moved on with their lives. Oh, Wendy. Anyway, Nicollette was asked during an interview about her former co-star's alleged involvement in the college cheating scandal. So you take a look at what Nicollette said.
We don't know the facts, but we can be extremely disturbed by the entitlement, the power and money that can take away from less privileged. And that, to me, is disgraceful.
So that was her answer to the Nicollette, or to the Felicity scandal that's going on right now. The title of the, there was an article written about it too, and the title was Nicollette Sheridan slams Felicity Huffman. To me, she had to say something, Nicollette did, and anybody who works with her, you know, even in the future, you're gonna have to say something. Reporters are looking for that one story that they can just, you know, gnaw at you and bite and really dig and get a good response. So anybody who's worked with her, just prepare your statements already. Angela Bassett, you're next. You know, you're gonna have to say something. Yeah. They got their movie coming out. I miss Desperate Housewives. Don't you? I wish it would come back. Anyway, so, you know, kids are something else. And they're not all bad. This is a good one. So there's this 8-year-old homeless refugee, and he's become the New York State chess champion. Yeah, His name is Tanny, and he won the New York State Chess Championship for kindergarten through 3rd grade. I know. They say that he learned how to play chess a year ago while he and his mom and dad were living in a homeless shelter. You see, they're not all running around causing trouble, these kids. Some really do want to learn and do better. The family fled Nigeria 2 years ago, and they're waiting for asylum. And, you know, he's teased at school for being homeless. Tanny's teacher has taught him the game, and he asked to join the chess club, and the school waived the chess club fee. There was no chess club fee. My son's chess club was there. My son plays chess. He loves it. To me, like we grew up playing chess. My father made us. That was back when he was the boss of us. It was just too long. You know, 3 hours I'll never get back in my life. King me. Like, I'm out of here. Anyway, the school has a fee. They waive the fee. Dad works 2 jobs. He happens to be, one of them is an Uber driver. And mom is a home health aide. And the family is in the shelter. So the family set up, this is so wonderful. The family, in conjunction with the teacher, have set up a GoFundMe page. Yeah. So far, they've raised over $158,000. And this is great. I mean, just from Nigeria and all this exposure, I mean, he's been on TV before, he's the YouTube sensation. He's gonna compete with the elementary chess championship kids in May. I don't know where the championship's going to be, but you know, hopefully someplace where he gets on a plane, looks out the window, you know, eats the food and the nuts. Good luck, kid, and shout out to your family. Yeah. Do you love Tom Brady? that would be by a clap. Do you love Tom Brady or not? Do you find Tom Brady hot or not? Sidebar, so you kind of agree with me? Because I like look at him sometimes and he looks smoking hot. It's usually when he's with Giselle and the lights are really dim. And they get him at a good angle. Because I've seen him in other shots where he looks like, well, like Frankenstein, you know what I mean? The block head and the big forehead and, you know, the eyes. Anyway, if you are a Tom Brady fan and you want to get his autograph, it's going to cost you. But you know what? You've done this to him. Like, I'm with Tom Brady on this story. Tom, I'm with you on this story. He's holding a private signing, and an autograph photo will set you back as much as $1,049. This is the advertisement. Oh, relax, okay? You did this to him, you did this to him. He can't just sit next to any Joe DiMaggio or whoever, you know, no, because you know, sports people, you know, that they have official autograph signings and they have them, you know, at these big convention areas, and the sports enthusiasts go and, you know, you either purchase stuff to have them sign and you bring your stuff and, you know, you're sitting next to people and signing. He can't do that anymore because Tom Brady is so revered with all those Super Bowl rings, you know, and he's such an elite athlete, and you think so much of him that you would knock over the table. You would push at him. And he's so nice in my mind that he would take at least 15 minutes to talk to each person as he's signing the autograph, as opposed to just signing like a jerk and throwing it at people, you know what I mean? So, for an elite athlete like Tom Brady, and he might be one of the only ones I can think of like this, I like this. It'll be you and Tom in the room by yourselves. Oh, yes. No word on what the lighting's gonna be. And he will sign anything that you bring, Tom Brady-ish. So, like, if you've got a Tom Brady mug, if you got a Tom Brady jersey, and he'll sign it the way you want him to sign it, you know? Anything. It's gonna triple in value, you know, once he puts a signature on it. If you're an enthusiast, though, you know it's more valuable if they don't put your name on it. You know, they don't put, you know, Dear Jill, love Tom. You just have them sign Tom Brady or something like that. And that way, you know, it'll cost you, I mean, you get more money if you want to resell it. But this is cool. Like, if you could afford to do it, why resell it? That's the kind of thing that a sports enthusiast would frame in the house with a good frame. Yeah. One of the least expensive things that I know of so far is the mini helmet. You know, the little mini helmet. It'll cost you $1,100. Well, but what do you have Tom Brady-ish? Tom doesn't know all the stuff out there. What if you have a card from when he was in college, a college card, and then he signs that to you? Well, if you paint a picture of Tom, they say, the picture of Tom will run you, like, they say $2,200 bucks. $2,200. I mean, this is a lot of money, but you know how sports enthusiasts are. Sometimes a sports enthusiast, you don't even have to be rich, but you'll, you know, spend your retirement and cut off your right arm just to get up next to, you know, the love of your life. And if it's Tom Brady, then that's for you. That's all I'm saying. All right, we've got more show for you. I want you to keep it here. My friend Lunel is on the couch, so grab a snack and come on back.